The issue has seemed to go cold on the campaign trail. Joining me now are Newsweek contributing editor Eleanor Clift and townhall.com's Phyllis Schlafly. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
We saw this video earlier we were running of, 2 years ago, people in the streets protesting illegal immigration in this country, trying to find a reform. Phyllis, first to you, what in the world has happened? Have all the illegal immigrants just left the United States? We're not talking about this anymore?
Oh, well, I think it's the hottest issue at the grassroots, even if the media are not talking about it. And I think it's a winning issue for Republicans because the American people do want to secure our borders. They're really fed up with the illegal aliens coming in.
Well, Phyllis, you say it's one of the big grassroots issues. I want to press you on this a little bit because, let's be honest, poll after poll we see out there today shows taxes at the top of the chart, health care at the top of the chart, the war in Iraq, the economy, the housing crisis, immigration sitting at the bottom. Who are doing these polls then?
But it's the big issue that separates the Republicans and the Democrats. Even John McCain has said that we have to secure the borders first, and he's not going to talk about anything else until we have widespread consensus that the borders are secure. Whereas Hillary and Barack are both for driver's licenses for illegal aliens, and they both even said that they will not build a fence that was overwhelmingly voted by Congress. I mean, aren't we a nation of laws?
Well,
how could they go on television and say they're not going to obey the law?
Eleanor, Phyllis says they're talking about it. I don't hear them talking about it. In fact, Barack Obama has gone quietly back on his driver's license stance a little bit later. How does this come back to the forefront?
It's not an active issue right now because there's not really any disagreement between the two last Democratic contenders, and they're not very far apart, if apart at all, from John McCain. So I think it's pretty much a consensus issue that the border patrols have to be increased, and the Bush administration is now delivering on its promises a bit belatedly with the virtual fence and beefing up the border control agents. So I don't see where the controversy is among the political candidates. I think Phyllis is right that grassroots primary voting Republicans are still exercised about this, and it will be talked about in the fall campaign, but there's really not any point of contention now between the Democrats and the Republican leading contenders.
We have about 15 seconds left, Eleanor. I mean, is this something talked about around kitchen tables around the United States? I mean, look, talking about housing.
Absolutely.
I think maybe some communities feel stressed and they're talking about it, but I think Mike Huckabee expresses the sentiments of most Americans. We want the borders protected. We're a nation of laws, but we also understand our reliance on these immigrant workers, and we understand that they come here to work hard and do a good job, and they are good citizens.
Eleanor Clift, Phyllis Schlafly, we appreciate.
Hillary and Barack said they would not build a fence.
We're out of time. Thank you, guys. We appreciate your views this morning.